Hey Dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here to do my February flip through for my creative journal or memory keeping journal, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I did end up doing a quick meme dump page for the end of January. So if I have some memes that I've collected over the month, then I will make a quick meme dump page. However, I don't think I ended up having any for February. So let's go ahead and get into it. Basically, I just lettered this out really quickly. I have since decided that I'm going to use my stencil to do the months. So it's a little better here. Anyway, getting into February. On the 2nd, I had my MRI for my liver. Basically, I had too much iron in my liver, or too much iron. And so the doctor's been wanting to bring that down. Been taking a medicine called Ferroprox for a while now. And so they wanted to recheck my numbers, all that kind of stuff. And so they did. It has dropped significantly. However, they still want to get it to drop some more. And so I actually just went to the doctor a couple days ago, and he wants to schedule another MRI for like in 3 months or something like that. So yeah, anyway, basically that's basically what happened on this day. And then my jet pens order came in. I love saving these little comics to add to this. I've done it before and then got way behind or something, so I just ended up giving up. But this time I was actually able to keep the strip and put it in my journal and record that or document that. So I was excited about getting my order from jet pens on that day. On the 7th, again, had another appointment. This was hematology. This was actually the follow-up to see. So the MRI was this day, and this was the follow-up where he let me know my numbers and that they want me to continue with the medication for a little bit longer and yada, yada, yada. I have been having some super dry hands over the winter, and I felt like nothing was working, and that is one thing I can't stand. I cannot stand to have dry hands. And so I saw somebody with some Burt's Bees hand salve, and I, on my way home from my appointment, I think I stopped by Walmart or Target and got me some. I will say that it did not work the way that I was hoping it would work. My hands still felt dry, and so yeah. And this day I am basically had to do my hair, and I had a soul mission I had a consultation with the people at, through Professor Melanie or whatever. Okay, I'm not even going to get into who. Let's just say I had a little consultation with somebody on Zoom or whatever, and she gave me some information or whatever, which I have been trying to figure out for myself, and I just could not get it. So the way she put it basically was very helpful. However, I am still not sure how I'm supposed to do what she laid out for me. So yeah, still trying to figure that out. But other than that, yeah, that's what was going on the 8th. The 10th is actually my brother's birthday. But we didn't celebrate on the day. There was something else he was doing during that day. We usually gather as a family, open up gifts, sing happy birthday, yada, yada, yada. However, I think he already had plans. And so I just took that opportunity to, write about Chinese New Year here. Because it was the 10th. It started on the 10th or whatever, which was cool. I did not realize, I don't know, does it change every year? Or I don't think it would change every year, because I have never realized that it was the same day as my brother's birthday. Anyway, so I just wrote a little bit about Chinese New Year, what it means, yada, yada, yada. This is the year of the dragon, which is totally cool. Love that mythical animal. And I found out that my sister is the year of the dragon. I was like, jealous, because I got some mundane, basic ass animal, whereas you got this nice mythical majestic beast. I love it. So just writing about that. And then this was the day that we did the what do you call it, the birthday celebration. He showed me, I think my mom bought him some new sneakers that he wanted or whatever, so he was showing me this. So we did that, and it was the same day as the Super Bowl. And basically, I didn't care about anything going on at the Super Bowl besides Usher Raymond the Fourth. Okay, that's all I was there for. I do not watch the Super Bowl. I do not care. But I did care about that halftime show. That's about it. So yeah, that was a fun time. Um, when they have like these acts now as an older person, um, it's very nostalgic. Love me some Usher. Um, and it kind of made me think of the one that happened not too long ago, just a few years ago, with like Dr. Dre and Eminem and Mary J. Blige and etc. etc. So that was cool. And then on the 14th, so I put the insomnia across the page because I actually had insomnia for both of these days. On the 14th was Valentine's Day. I'm sure if I had this girl here, I was journaling or something. And then at ended up watching my favorite movie. I typically watch my favorite movie if I'm not feeling well, if I need to pick me up, or if it's some kind of special day or whatever. So I'll watch on my birthday, etc., etc. So yeah. So I ended up watching. Oh, in case nobody is familiar, I have said it ad nauseum. So yeah, but my favorite movie is King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Just chef's kiss. And you know, my favorite movie used to be The Sixth Man, with Marlon Wayans back in the day. And the reason why it was my favorite movie was because I was a teenager when it came out. So I think I was like between 14 and 16 when that movie came out. And when I went to see it, and I'm not very emotional. Okay, now I'm way more emotional as an adult than I was as a teenager and young person. But like it took a lot to get me to cry about anything. Seriously, like that just was not me. I was not showing those type of emotions. Not that I didn't have them, but I would rather die before somebody see me crying. That type of deal, or whatever. I don't know. Things just didn't hit me like that. So, but I went to see that movie, and when I tell you, I was in shambles, watching that movie, and so yeah, I just loved it ever since because no other movie at that time was making me really feel anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, King Arthur has now usurped the six man's throne, and so on the 25th, again the insomnia. So basically, this was a day of finishing stuff. I couldn't sleep, so I just got up and started watching. I had started House of Ninjas at some point, and so I ended up getting up and finishing that. I also was reading my book at the same time. I'm a multitasker, and it was that time I got drunk and saved a demon, so I ended up finishing that. I'm not sure if I started. Yeah, I think I started. Yes, me and my friends started our One Piece watch party. I had already done a watch party with my sister, and I was like, let me do it with my friends too. Basically any excuse for me to watch One Piece again. Okay, so I started One Piece over with my friends. We have since finished. They ended up loving it. They're ready for the second season, so was happy to influence them into watching that. Looking forward to watching House of the Dragon with them when it comes up in June. So that's basically what was going on the 25th. And this is my February favorites for the month. Let me move this out of the way. So, February favorites, I usually start with my watch list. I wonder if I should shake this up a little and just switch, flip-flop, whatever, in the future. Anyway, getting into it, I don't know, I just really love this page. I ended up pulling out my watercolors because I'm like, love Tomoe River paper and I love how it takes watercolor, and I have yet to use watercolor in this. I was like, oh no, let's remedy that now. So yeah, my first one, I do like to do some highlights and then I'll write the complete list down. So my highlight, of course, Legend of the Swords. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make it in One Piece. I'm gonna make it because, you know, it is what it is. I am totally in love with these pieces of work. So yeah, got that down. And then also me and my mom watched Dead Reckoning by it's the latest Mission Impossible movie. And the way it ended, there is another one coming. There's got to be another one coming. So I will be looking forward to that. I love the Mission Impossible movies because they're so action packed. It is a total adrenaline rush. I realize I think I am a safe adrenaline junkie. Like, I'm personally not gonna go out speeding on no motorcycles or being in a car chase or anything of that nature. However, I like to watch it on TV and get my hit that way. So definitely really enjoyed Dead Reckoning. And then my complete watch list for the month of February was Alexander the Great. I really love Netflix's documentaries. I actually just finished one up last night called African Queens, about the Queen Njinga. Ah, it was so good. So yeah, Alexander the Great, really good, really interesting. After Party, this was if I'm not mistaken, it's a show on Apple Plus, and we had started watching it with my sister when she was here at some point last year, I think, but I never ended up completing the entire. We watched season one, didn't watch season two, so I ended up watching season two by myself, and so watched After Party, and then of course One Piece, and then another documentary called The Roman Empire, and it touched on some of the stuff I think was happening in Alexander the Great. Listen, the Roman Empire, y'all, that was crazy. I would not want to be one of those families that was like close to the emperor, or like I would be in line to possibly be the emperor or be the sibling of someone who might be an emperor, because it was cutthroat. I'm telling you, it was cutthroat back in the day. So if you was emperor, it was like count your days, because your whole family is plotting on you to kill you so they can come up and be in power. Like it was when I tell you, I could not. I was like, who would want to live like this, like under this kind of stress where you are emperor or gonna become emperor, but you know that there are other people out there that don't want you. Look, okay, let me stop right. And then, of course, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, One Piece again, huh? Avatar, The Last Airbender. I ended up watching the cartoon because I knew the live action was coming out, and so I definitely wanted to watch the cartoon before I watched the live action when it came out. And of course, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, House of Ninjas. I watched one day, and I'm sorry, like people were really sobbing over this show and saying how good it was, and like it was cool, but it was not like what what a lot of people was hyping it up to be. The tragedy that happened, again, it was terrible, but I was not that emotional about it. I don't know, maybe something is dead inside. I don't know, but yeah. And then I watched Lover, Stalker, Killer. I guessed what was going on in this from the beginning. There was something that was said, and I was like, oh, clocked it. I clocked it right away. And I was right, of course. And did I watch One Piece again? Did it make it 3 times? One of these is probably the anime. No. Okay, no, I see now. It is the anime, but it's a movie of the anime. So this was One Piece Strong World, which was good, by the way. I need to watch some more of the movies. So ended up enjoying that a lot. And then for my music for the month, I was listening to Bloom by Aquila, which was her new song. She had been teasing it on TikTok for a while, and everybody was like, come on now, you need to drop the complete song. She was like February 9th. And you best believe at midnight on February 9th, I was pulling it up on Spotify so I could listen to it. Love it. It's so beautiful. The chorus is just, exquisite. Love it. And then I was listening to I Believe by the Jonas Brothers. I think it's a song from an earlier album. But I love this song. Again, it kind of gives me the same feeling as that song Mona Lisa by Dominic Fike, where it just makes me feel free. Like I'm out in the sun with my friends, just having fun and not a care in the world. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And then the books I read for the month, my favorites were Seduce Me at Sunrise by Lisa Kleypas. It's the second in the Hathaway series. And you get the story of Winifred, the second oldest daughter, and Maripin, which he is kind of a Hathaway adjacent, and you would have to read the books to understand what I mean by that, because I'm not going to go too into it here, or just watch my I guess, book review or whatever, my book journal page about it. So I'll link that up in the cards or something if anybody's interested. And then that time I got drunk and saved the demon, which was just so cute and light and fun. I have the second book in this one, which is, it's not a series, but it's in the same world, and I think it actually features her best friend. So yeah, looking forward to reading that. And but my entire read list was Seduce Me at Sunrise, Rotten Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry, Defiant Heart by Brighton Walsh, Covet by J.R. Ward, Replay by Amy Dawes, and That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. So that is all of my favorites for February and my complete February flip. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. Oh, I did use some stamps here. These are from Everyday Explorers, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't have like a link or what do you call it, a coupon code or anything like that. I'm sure there may be other people that have it, so you can check if Everyday Explorers wants to give me a coupon code. That would be wonderful. But anyway, that is pretty much it. So if you have any comments or questions, as I was saying, leave those below. I trust you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.